Hello, this is question 6 on your paper 3 from AQA in June 2022. You have a surfboard, which is this shape here, and the curve of the top half is modeled by these parametric equations. And when they say the top half is this bit here, so this graph is representing these parametric equations, and it's half of the board, so the other half will be here. The parameter is between 0 and 9.5, and x and y are centimeters. So the first thing they ask is the length of the surfboard. So if you see this graph, the length of the surfboard is going to be this distance here, yeah, and that is when the values of the difference between the values of x here, let's say x2, and this one x1, yeah. So x1 is the value of x when t is 0, because when t is 0, x is 0, and this value here is going to be the value of x when t is 9.5. So the only thing we have to do is to substitute t by 9.5 in our x, and we have that x is minus 2 times 9.5 squared, which is 180.5 centimeters. And that's this coordinate, which means the length is going to be 100.5 centimeters. So that's the length, yeah? Next part, so the next, it says, find an expression for dy by dx in terms of t. So remember, when we are differentiating parametric equations, dy by dx is going to be dy by dt. So we are differentiating with respect to t, x and y. And in the numerator, I'm going to have the derivative of my y, which is 9 minus 0.7 times 2t. So 9 minus 0.7 times 2 is 1.4 t. And the denominator is going to be the derivative of x, which is minus 2 times 2 t, so minus 4 t. And that's my expression. Is in terms of t, and they don't ask me to write in any particular way, so I wouldn't do anything with it. Hence, that means we are going to use what we just learned, so that the width of the surfboard is approximately 1/3 of its length. So the width is going to be in the broader part of the surfboard, which means is going to be the maximum of the function. So if we find when the maximum is happening, we can find that maximum and then multiply by 2, because the width of the board will be double. Yeah, so that's what we are going to do. We are going to find the maximum of the function, and for that we are just going to make dy by dx equal 0, like every time that we find the maximum. Yeah, that means that 9 minus 1.4t is going to be 0, and that means that t is going to be 45/7. So that's the value that gives me the maximum. I need to find the value of y. Yeah, I'm not interested in when that is happening. I don't need x at all. I need the y. So I'm going to substitute in my y the value of t that I just found. So my y for the maximum is going to be 9 times 45/7 minus 0.70 squared. 0.7 times 45/7 squared, and this is 28.928 something. Yeah, the width of the surfboard is the width is going to be 2 times that, so 2 times the 28.9, which is 57.85, so something like 57.9. And they are asking to show that this is 1/3 of the length. So the length was 180.5 divided by 3 is, I have the number, so 180.5 divided by 3 is 60.1 centimeters, which is close to the 57.9 centimeters. Yeah. And that's all with this exam question.